Hi guys, happy Monday. Man, Diamond Squad's on fire today. Do you guys feel it? You guys
Dude,
feel it?
I was laughing at your joke so quick.
Yeah, we need to please unmute yourself at this moment and please put your hands together for our Diamond, Nikita, who got her first client today. So excited for you. I know that that's like the best feeling, and you see that money come through and you're like, wait, is this mine? It is. This is great. And then we need to give some love and shout out to Jazzy, who just signed up Sean. Woo! So fired up about that. That's amazing. And of course, the trial pack's going out today. It's been a good day. It's been a good Monday. It's about to be a great week. Cool. So we were chatting a little bit, the supervisors in our organization, we were chatting yesterday, trying to think about next month because it's already coming closer and closer. And we were 10 days, right? Or 11? 11, we're counting today. No, is that not? That's still 10. Dang it. Okay. Anyways, so we were thinking about next month, and we've been doing kind of the 30-day challenges, and now once we start getting kind of closer into the fall seasons and everything, we wanted to maybe think of something a little different. So I'm sure you guys saw on Facebook and in the group chats, we even talked about 8-week challenge. It got an insane response. Like, everybody wants to do it. So we're going to do it. We're going to give the people what they want. So we're going to do the 8-week challenge. And Vic and I have been kind of talking a little bit today just as ideas pop into my head, as they do every so often, and I have to tell somebody about them or else I forget about it. So some of you may or may not know, but Herbalife actually has an entire weight loss challenge, like, I don't even know what you call it, tool. It's a tool. A what? Oh, a template. Yeah. So basically, if you go to Herbalife, write this down, so you're going to need to know this website. It's Herbalife WLC. So it stands for Weight Loss Challenge. I'm going to show you guys the site, but it's HerbalifeWeightLossChallenge.com. And as a distributor, you can create your own challenge. And you're going to die because they have content for 24 weeks already done for us. Literally, week by week is like Jess's call, except also with email printable resources. Like, they have fact sheets about all of the different products. The doctors have book recommendations in there. They have welcome stuff you can send them. They have videos and recipes, and it's basically everything that Jess was already working her butt off to do. And then Herbalife had it in a separate place, and now we found it. We have access to it. So looking at it, the way the weight loss challenge runs is, as you can tell, it is weight loss challenge. So it's based off of the percentage of weight that a person loses. So for example, if a person who's 100 pounds loses 10 pounds, they lost 10% of their body weight, right? Whereas a person who might be like 250 pounds who loses 25 pounds, it's still 10%. Does that kind of make sense? So it's just different. I'm not even sure if my math is correct, but I hope you get what I'm even saying. So it goes just by what the percentage of the pounds lost. It doesn't actually go by like Vic lost 8 pounds and Jess lost 16, so Jess wins. It puts it in like percentages. Does that kind of make sense? Does everybody follow me? So that way, even if you are a smaller person and you lose less weight, it's still a big percentage of your overall body weight. As for a bigger person who might lose a bunch of weight, it might only be a small percentage of their overall weight. So the cool thing is, this tool does it all for us. All we have to put in is literally the weight of each person. They have to take their measurements as well, and then we input it all into the computer. And then the Herbalife Weight Loss Challenge tool will automatically calculate all the differences for you. They tell you at the very end who your 3 top winners are, and it tells you how much you need to pay out to them. So it does everything for you. I mean, do we really expect them to have something that didn't make our life easier, you know? So let me share the screen so you guys can get a little bit of a better idea, and then we'll get into kind of the details and like what our thought process is. So let me share my screen real quick. Let me exit out of Spotify. Okay. So I just picked a random name. We can all come up with a different name, but I just picked Harder for the Holidays. And so let's see if I have what the front of everything looks like. I don't. Okay, so I'm just going to go to herbalifewlc.com. There it is. Okay. Once it loads. We're frozen again. Okay. We're not frozen. Okay. Can you guys see this page? You guys can see this? Okay, so let me try to log out so I can show you what it actually looks like if you're not logged in. So this is what you're going to see when you go to herbalifewlc.com, okay? They're going to say promote your challenge, save time, blah, blah, blah. If you are a coach, you have a member ID. This is your really long one. Mine is 10Y0, blah, 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 blah. That's your ID. And then your PIN is also the thing that you set up when you created it. It's not your username and password for My Herbalife. This is two separate login things. But if you go down below that, it has the challenge materials. Ready to get your mind blown? Ready for this? Watch this. You can open it up. Look at this. Look at all the things they have in here. 24 weeks. Look at, let's click on weight loss plateau, right? And we're going to open it up and see what it has in here. Oh, see, now you have to have the password. So there's a couple of these on here. Once we're in the challenge, we actually send it to our clients. They get a passcode so they can view this stuff. But let me show you, because I know it let me check up. I know it let me look at this one. So let me show you real quick on the protein one. Okay, so this is an example of what they're going to look like. They're going to get, this is one of like the 5 things they'll get sent during the week that we talk about protein, okay? So in here, it literally like, this is by Dr. David Heber. Like, can you die? Like, the doctors freaking took the time and wrote this down for us. So in here, it literally talks about why you need protein, how it affects your weight, what are the different sources that you can have. It goes through, look at all these different protein options. It shows you protein from dairy, from meats, from fish. Then it even has like the vegetarian ones, the beans, the lentil, and the grains. And then it has the Herbalife products in here that are protein sources. So this is, again, just one of the documents that are on there. So yes, you guys are already in love, right? Because I knew I was right when I opened this. Okay, cool. So now let me just show you I went in and created one earlier just because I wanted to kind of see what it looked like. I have like all these tabs open and I get like anxiety with this stuff open. Okay, we're done. Okay, so this is gonna be so far like what the challenge is that I have created, right? So normally you would just press create challenge and you can do your own. If you ever wanna make your own, go for it. So this will show you I have one participant, right? Because I invited Vic to it. So her and I could FaceTime and I could see what the opposite side of everything looked like from the participant versus like the admin. So on here, look at how awesome this is. Okay, so I know it's a lot to look at. We're going to take it step by step. Here's the current week, no measures entered, okay, and then total change. So collectively, it's going to show me as a challenge what has been the total change for the entire challenge group and what has been the percentage change for the entire challenge group. So we get to see at the end of this thing, hey, as a group of 30 people, we lost 300 pounds or whatever it's going to be, you know? So I thought that was really cool. Then I can also click on this person right here and I can view their little profile. So I'll show you that in a second. This side has the sending of invitations. I can add a coach as an administrator. So everybody that wants to be a coach in the challenge will be an administrator. We have the payout calculator. This is what I told you. It literally tells us how much we're going to be paying out to winner 1, 2, and 3. I can edit the challenge, right? And right now I'm the only admin on here. And then these are the details. So it's 8 weeks total. Oh, I changed this. I don't know why I didn't change it. So we edited the challenge. I'm going to do this right now. 8 weeks total, right? I can put more descriptions if I want to. We're actually going to have the challenge start on the 4th because it's a Monday, okay? So look at what happens. We have it for starting on September 4th for 8 weeks. That means it's going to take us right to before Halloween. How perfect is that? Right before Halloween. So now we have meetings every Monday because the challenge starts on a Monday. Our meetings will be held on a Monday. So that way we have exactly 8 meetings. And then we get to pick the time. I picked 6 p.m. We can talk about a different time later. And then you can pick a fee. This is going to be the money that's paid out at the end. This is not profit for anybody, okay? This is just going to be collected from everybody and then given away to the top 3 winners at the end of the challenge. So it's something a little different. We've never done this before. Participation fees may not be used to generate a profit under no circumstance, and they may not exceed $35, okay? I picked $10. I'll tell you why in a second. And then look how cool this is. We can have a weight gain fee. If people gain weight during the challenge, they have to pay us a fee. Isn't that great? My jaw dropped. I was like, dang, Herbalife, like, okay. Like, so I selected no for that. Okay, we can talk about it if we want to do it. And then there's an absence fee for people that don't make it on the weekly meetings. So this is serious. Like, this is for people that are seriously wanting to change their body in 8 weeks. So literally it says that it will charge them $5 if they can't make it on the meeting for that week. It allows them 1 absence out of the 8, right? So there's going to be 8 Mondays. It'll allow them 1 freebie. But then out of the other 7, they have to be there or else it's $5. The $5 goes straight to the pot of money. So it just makes the pot bigger for other people. Makes sense so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And then down here, it has ranking. So listen to this. Progress boards sent out to participants may include their ranking in the challenge. So every week, they're going to get an email that's going to show them where they're ranking and who the leaders are in the challenge. How cool is that, right? Mm-hmm. So let me press save to make sure that it saves everything this time, because clearly it didn't. Okay, cool. So we're good now. So now I can go to send invitations on here, okay? And literally this is it. I just name, email. You can include more recipients if you want to. You can include a personal message if you want to. It can go to your Gmail contacts, whatever. So literally hit up whoever you can, right? So now let's go look at my participants. So Vic is the only person in here as of right now, okay? So it'll show that I'm her coach because I'm the one that sent her the invitation. If I send you an invitation, it means I'm your coach for the challenge. So it's everyone's responsibility to invite their own people so that you're their coach for the challenge. So right here, you can see, like, it'll tell me little things that keep me up to date. You know, measurements. Have they been taken? Have they not been taken? Has she been absent for anything, right? Challenge fees. Did she already pay her $10 or did she not pay her $10 or did she pay her $10? So this little flag is telling me that she owes $10 still, right? Because she hasn't paid yet, because I haven't checked off that she paid. Each coach will be individually responsible for accepting their own money. So each coach will have to keep their own challengers in a line. This website doesn't let you take money. So let's say, for example, Jess gets her 10 clients into the challenge. It's going to be Jess's responsibility to get that $100 in. Now, we're going to use Venmo. So if you don't have Venmo, you need to download it. But it's basically an app that you can send money to and from people, but it doesn't charge you anything. So the difference is on PayPal, if you want someone to send you money without PayPal taking out a percent, they have to have like a PayPal account. You have to send it through friends and family. It gets really sticky. Venmo is just a lot easier. The money goes straight from them, straight to you. It links with your bank account. It takes a day for it to process. And they don't charge you anything to take the money. So, for example, if Jess has her 10 people, Jess is responsible for collecting $100 through Venmo. This isn't going to be like I sent an invoice on PayPal for $10 and I only got $8.65. Well, guess what? You have to make up the difference in that because it has to be fair for everybody putting in $10. That's why we're going to use Venmo instead. You can, on Venmo, send technically an invoice to people on there too. You can request money from people on there. So after you get your challenger, you can send them a request on Venmo to get that $10 from them too. If you're going to take cash from them, you want to take cash, that's cool. Just make sure, starting on the 4th, I'm nominating Jess to be our treasurer because she's amazing with money. So Jess is going to be the one that will handle all of the money that's going in. So literally on the 4th, she's going to say, okay, Vic, I need this much. Jazzy, I need this much. Val, I need this much. And then we're just going to give it all to Jess, and then Jess will hang on to it until the end of the challenge when we disperse it, because I wouldn't trust myself with all that money and all those Lulus out in the world. So, but I know I can trust Jess. Okay, I'm just kidding. I would be very good. And then in here, I can put Vic's start weight, her current weight, and then it will calculate automatically for me the change in her weight. I can change the week. Right? So if we're going to be doing a different week, and then it's going to tell you right here, measures cannot be entered prior to the challenge start date. So I can't enter in anything now, even though Vic just did her, no cheats or treats. I can't enter those numbers in now. I would have to wait until the 4th, which is when the challenge starts. And then look at this. It's asking for everything. Weight, height, body fat, BMI, body age, muscle mass, and then all of her measurements, right? So guess what? If you want to be a coach in this challenge, this means you got to go on Amazon and you got to find the scale that does this. You got to buy a scale. Your clients are coming over to you one-on-one. They got to get their weight and measurements done. You better go buy a measuring tape off of Herbalife.com, right? My Herbalife. buy a measuring tape so you can take their measurements for them. Now, this is going to be tricky, especially for myself. I have a lot of people that aren't local. So they're going to have to go to their local gym, and they're going to have to get these numbers taken every week. So that's the only solution. Unless they want to go buy a really expensive scale, they can do that. But definitely for my clients that are local, I'm going to really, invite them over. We're going to do this together. Hey guys, I'm going to Starbucks on Monday morning. We're meeting together and doing all your weight measurements. Like whatever you want to do, you can kind of do. So, it's cool. Yeah. It's so cool. Okay, cool. So then you can see the materials checklist.
Yeah, right. So they'll have their clothes on and just weigh them in Starbucks. Is that what you're really thinking?
I mean, if that's going to have to be what I have to do, then it's going to be what I have to do. Like if.
Can I?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I just looked up on Amazon. They have these handheld ones. I don't know if everybody can see it. It's a little scale. You just hold it, and it tells you your BMI, your water, like your body age, all that stuff. It's $34.99 on Amazon.
Jess, how much is the scale that you and Vic have?
Mine was $90. It's an Omron scale. Mine was 90.
Was that one, does the one that you just showed, does it say your weight as well, or just the body fat?
No, it's just the body fat and all that. You'd have to just step on the other scale because it's handheld, so you would just hold it out here. The one I have, and Vic, I think you have the same one, it has the cord that connects to the scale.
I mean, what would be like really, really amazing? And
again, just kidding. I just looked it up. It's 60. So this is the one. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's the one I have.
Send that picture in Diamond Squad, Jess, if you can, so we can all see what it is. But so here's the thing. We're only charging $10 for people to get in the challenge, right? If we were charging people like maybe $20, $30, $35, we would really want to be consistent with every client getting measured on the same type of scale, right? Because as you guys know, I have a scale that I really love, and then I have the scale that I really hate because they read different numbers. So if we can all have the same scale, that would be amazing. But obviously, if you have a client, and they live somewhere far or whatever, they can't get on it, no big deal. It's only it's a $10 thing they're entering in, But if you can, get them to you so they can be on the same scale, that would be the goal. And then
here's the other thing. Go ahead. The other thing with your scale, if you purchase your scale, you can write it off on your taxes because it's something that you're doing for your business.
Yeah, so
it's a great investment because people really like to see like the difference behind the number instead of just seeing an actual number, not really knowing how everything breaks up, body fat, muscle, and whatnot. The scale is really, really helpful for that too.
Go ahead, Robin.
Somebody had told me about this one. It's the how do you spell it? YUNMAI scale. That's what it looks like, but it's $39.95 on Amazon Prime, and it has all of those the things that we're looking for. It says measures body weight, body fat, muscle rate, water, bone mass, visceral fat, BMR, BMI, protein, body age, bioimpedance sensors. I don't know.
Cool.
Nick, just screenshot and post it in Diamond Squad. Nikita, the one that you just posted in Diamond Squad, does that do the BMI and all that fancy schmancy stuff?
Yeah, it does your water intake and everything else. Like it does everything.
Yeah, so there's many options out there. Just find the one that fits your budget and get that one, like, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
And then obviously, like, you want your clients measuring themselves every week on the same scale. Don't have them on one, then on another one. So whatever one they pick on before the 4th is the one they're married to for 8 weeks. But yeah, whatever works for anybody, get that. Like, whatever works for you. Honestly, I give yourself a challenge. Whatever one your retail money can buy this month,
yeah,
that one. Okay, cool. So this is under the materials side, which is amazing. This is my favorite part of the whole freaking thing. So look at this. Registration materials. All I have to do is click this box over here, right? I click all the ones I want to send right now. Okay, it adds them over here to the right-hand side. I can click add recipients. The only person I have right now is Vic, right? So I can click on her name, press add. I can include a personal message if I want to, and then I press send. That's it. It automatically sends her all these documents. Look at how amazing this stuff is. Look at the references. This, I just about fell off my chair because this is crazy. Look at this. Books recommended by our own doctor. Books, DVDs, websites they can go on for extra, resources.
Yeah.
They have a weight loss challenge, food and drink log. They can print this out and use this. Amount of water, amount of grams of protein in each, numbers of calories consumed, amount of exercise. Write down everything you eat and drink. It has a note-taking section for them on here. It has a weight loss challenge participant agreement. So obviously they need to, if you're weighing and measuring your client, personally, I'm probably going to have these things printed out hard copy to hand them when I weigh and measure them. And then in this, we need just them to, agree to it. I think there's a signature down at the bottom too. So just get their signature in there. This is basically saving your butt. So in case anybody wants to come sue you and say that you said you did a weight loss challenge and told them not to eat for 30 days, this is basically going to save you for that. So
dang, do you see right there? Do you see right there where it says weight gain fee is $1 per pound? And then it says absence fee. So like, even though it says participation fee is $35, you could just cross that out and put like 10 or whatever it is. But that's funny.
Adjust it. But yeah, we'll go over details too. Everyone will get to vote on like how they feel about, what we want to do. This is how the payout scale is already created. 50% will be paid to the person who has lost the greatest percentage of his or her body weight by the end of the challenge. Second place will have 30% of the overall, and then third place will have 20% of the overall. They say that they do an inches payout too. So I thought that was kind of cool. So that way you're not really going based off of weight solely. It does do weight and inches, which is really cool. Because as you guys know, pictures are differences in inches. So if we do focus on the inches too, I love that. Awesome. And then they do a referral thing. And then the last thing that they send in here is this welcome letter. And I just think about the nights Jess and I spent 3 hours coming up with a welcome letter. And it's already done. So literally it goes over, we're pleased you're going to be in this. Obviously, we're going to edit this. It's going to be an 8-week challenge. Your coach will be in touch with you, blah, blah, blah. So it's just a quick little welcome thing. And then basically for Vic to view all of this, it emailed her and said, hey, your coach is emailing you, whatever. In order for her to view it, it gave her a password. So she had to click the button, and then it says enter passcode, and she entered the 4 digits, and then she was able to view everything. So it really is like, this is legit. Like, it's only for the challengers. You can't just spam this out to random people. Like, they're going to have to, be in it, which is really cool. I loved. And then, of course, like, look at the content. Like, I die over this is week 1 protein. 7 ways to add protein to your foods. How to easily estimate how much protein you're eating. How to get enough protein on a vegetarian diet. Protein. What is it? Why you need it? Tips, fact sheet, recipes, and 2 videos. Like, this is amazing. And you guys, this goes all the way to 24 weeks. So in my head, I did the math, right? 8 divided by 24 is 3, or 24 divided by 8 is 3. So that means we could be sending out little blurbs 3 times a week for them. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we send them 1 week is protein, 1 week is snacking, 1 week is blah, 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 so that way they get all the information within the 24 weeks. And what we're going to do, so let me stop share right here. So basically what is going to be like the overview of the challenge, and then we'll get the details figured out depending on what everybody wants to do. So basically we're going to have a Monday night call. So this one that we normally do at 5, we'll move it to 5:30. We'll do a 30-minute quick, celebrate anybody who's moving up, answer any questions the team has, go over maybe marketing plan real quick. And then 6 p.m. on Mondays, we're going to do a Zoom call that's going to be for the weight loss challenge. So that call will be, I don't really want to make it any longer than 45 minutes. And then we will briefly, one of the coaches, or if, Jess offered to move her Thursday call to that Monday night call. So 6 p.m. and then 45 minutes, and it's all for our challengers. And we literally go over maybe the 3 things we're going to send out for that week. And that's what we go over for that. Now, if we don't want to do a call altogether, we could just do our own individual thing. And you meet up with your clients. You pick 1 day a week that's going to work for you, and then have them come over. Because the point is that they have to be weighing in with you every week.
Hi.
So you have to be tracking their progress every week. So in my mind, I was like, cool, Monday nights, I'll just have all my people come over. We will watch the call together for 45 minutes. I'll take their weight and measurement for that 15 minutes, and then they'll be good to go. And like, that's my head, right? So within an hour, maybe we make it like a potluck. Like, hey guys, bring your dinner over tonight. You know, make enough for 4 people. We're all just going to eat together and do our little weight loss challenge thing together. Totally, whatever. So if we kind of go through and everyone gets to kind of say your feelings about this, if Monday seems like it's going to be, you know, difficult for everybody and we feel better that every coach individually picks their day, you'll have the Zoom recording to watch because we'll film it on Mondays, right? The people that can jump on Monday, jump on a Monday. We'll record it. We'll post it in Diamond. And then if you're picking a different day to meet with your people, you guys can just watch that video together, take their weight and measurement, and then they're considered like present for that week call or whatever. Because the thing is, we just want to be tracking their weight every week, and the meetings will keep them consistent. I think that, I don't know, we can say opinions about the absentee charge and weight gain charge and all that too. So whatever you guys kind of think. But that will be basically like the overview of kind of how it's going to go. So with doing your weekly weigh-ins, we're going to encourage that every coach also does a weekly workout. So whether that's, you know, it fits in with your schedule and you just invite people to come with you, or you want to dedicate a certain date and a certain time and you want to say, hey guys, let's commit to 30 minutes, you know, Sunday morning, let's do this. Maybe if they're not local people, you want to Zoom together, put on a Samantha Clayton video on the screen and you guys can do the workout together. So just something to get creative. We talked on Saturday with the supervisors and am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay. So we talked on Saturday with the supervisors and we all kind of agreed on getting better at building relationships with our clients. This challenge, I think, is going to do that immensely. You're going to be seeing these people on a weekly basis. You're going to be coaching them more than we've ever coached people before with all the extra documents, with the weekly weigh-ins, the weekly measuring. And if you do some type of physical activity with them, you'll get to also do that with them too. So I know it sounds like a lot and it sounds very overwhelming. The cool thing is, though, a lot of us are near other coaches. So work with them. Like if you have somebody that's close by to you, be like, hey, can we do, our weigh-ins together? Can we do our measuring together? If with your schedule it doesn't work, to maybe pick one date, one day and time. Maybe some of your people need to come at different times. Work with them kind of thing. I'm just thinking back to when I used to see people in our team do these. They wouldn't have just one time they would do weighing and measuring. Their clients would pick dates and times and work with the coach. And so the coach would then go meet the person at a certain date and time, take their weight, take their measurement. But then they would have a team call like this with all of the challengers on it and do it that way. So does anyone want to say how you feel, ideas, thoughts, opinions? Anybody?
I'm down.
I like it.
I think I need for my people, I love the idea of the absenteeism in the challenge. It just makes it that more serious. And if those people, don't want to do something like that, they can stay in my regular, just normal client group. And the ones that are serious and that really want results, it's going to keep them accountable. You tell somebody you're going to charge them $5 every time they miss, they're going to show up. So at least that's what would make me show up. But so I like it. I'm down to try it. We've never done this type of challenge before. We've done 8-week challenges, but not the Herbalife 8-week challenge. So
cool.
So it's not necessarily based on, is the challenge with everybody, or is my people are in a contest together? No, it's everybody, right?
Everybody.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
How do you feel?
Well, I'm wondering if my people, I feel like my people are a little difficult. It took a long time just to get them to post things on Telegram and then to say once a week you're going to be weighed and it's not just a weigh-in. I think it's a lot to do all those measurements in theory with all those people, but maybe once we get really good at it, it won't be that big of a deal.
What we've done before, because we used to actually, as a team, do body transformation challenges, and we actually, all of us coaches would meet in the park Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. And what we would do on the first day, Jess remembers this, first day was orientation. Everyone showed up. All the coaches are lined up with scales and measuring tape, and it was like clockwork. All of us got together, and all of us were measuring each other's clients, weighing each other's clients. We did it in one day, and we were done. So
we did it within like 30 minutes, and we did over 100 people.
Yeah. So we would get everybody together, and then after we got everybody weighed and measured with their starting numbers, then we would give people kind of like an overview of kind of what the challenge is going to look like. It was maybe like an hour-long thing, but we made it fun. Like we had food there. It was like kind of like a little party kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, so if you want, maybe we can do for the first weigh-in, we can do that. We can go to, you know, Valencia Glen or something and just meet there and meet everybody. And what?
Valencia Park, you know, I'll be at Central Park because Cass has soccer at 6:30 every Monday and Wednesday.
Well, yeah, so I don't know. I just threw out a park, but if we wanted to do that, I mean, we could do that. If you wanted to have the first one and the last one for everybody that's local in Santa Clarita, we could do something like that.
Are we measuring them every week or just the first week?
Every week.
Last. Every week we're measuring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you see like all, like 14 out of my 16 people are out of town.
There's a promo pack. Okay, there's a promo. I don't know if they still have it, Mel. Correct me if I'm wrong. It comes with a pen, a shaker cup, a measuring tape, and a spoon. It's like $8. If you just buy the measuring tape from Herbalife Solo, the measuring tape alone is $8. If you get the promo cup, it's like $8 or $9, and you get all of those items. So I would have them throw that in because it comes with the pen. I mean, it comes with everything that they would need. And then, or go to the dollar store. They have measuring tapes at the dollar store. Exactly.
What's special about the Herbalife?
These are like 99 cents.
Yeah.
Like the fat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because Alice is a small town. I seriously doubt, Vic, and I don't know if you can correct me on this, but they have like one gym, and I don't know if they have even one of those things.
So they could.
Most gyms do.
Not the ones in our hometown. They're like home gyms that somebody just made in their garage.
Garage gym, like for real though.
Are they close now to like a Target or like a Walmart or something of that sort?
Nope.
We have Walmart, but there's a Walmart. There's not a Target.
Okay, so I had a client before, and she needed to send me her numbers. So she walked into Walmart and she opened the box of the scale and she weighed herself and put the scale back in the box and sent me her numbers.
That's so fun.
So
does Walmart have those kind of scales?
Or Vic, I was thinking too, unless I send my mom, like I purchase it and mail it to her, and all of our clients that we have in Alice can go to my mom's house and my mom can measure and weigh them.
Okay. We can work something out. We'll figure it out.
Also, I'm not too sure about the big groups because that's just me personally. The small group is going like so awesome, and I got feedback from last month's like group to this month's group. I didn't even ask for it. People just gave it. They were like, "Wow, this is so much better. It feels like family. It feels more one-on-one."
I think that's totally fine. If you want to keep your small. Okay.
We are keeping Telegram separate, but we're putting everybody on the Herbalife Weight Loss Challenge page together. Yeah.
Okay,
that's exactly what I was just going to say.
Some of my people probably wouldn't want to be in the big Telegram group again because they said like sometimes their posts wouldn't get responded to, which I get. Like there was thousands of people posting, and I would try to scroll back when we had the big group, but I couldn't get to all of them, you know?
I don't think any of us could, to be honest. Like, everyone's working Herbalife part-time.
Yeah.
Like, we did what we could. So Vic and I talked about this too, especially if we're going to try to keep people engaged for 8 weeks. You bet we're going to have to be, like, best friends with them. Like, Text.
Okay, that was scaring me a little bit. I don't know if y'all could see me making. I was like,
You're like, I'll listen to what she has to say, but I don't agree. Yeah, no, definitely. Amazing point. I'm really happy you said something too. I'm so excited to hear your group is going well individually, but yes, we will keep the groups separated on Telegram so that the relationships can still kind of build there. You can keep your group tight knit, and you can keep it that way. So now let me give a little, did anyone else want to say anything about how you feel about it? How we feel about the 8 week? Is somebody like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, let's do 30 days.
So sorry,
no, go ahead.
when we start, is it gonna be like, because I know how we do like August is new. When we start this, it's strictly whoever is there that first week, that's who's going to carry it out through the 8 weeks. Like nobody can jump on week 2, and they've already missed week 1.
That's a really good question. I would leave it up to the person, and I would be like, hey, if you want to jump in, you're already, we're already a week into it. It's $10. You can still get in if you want to have a chance at winning the big, pot. If you don't want to participate in the actual winning of the pot, you can just still be in the Telegram group chat like the regular challenge groups we normally do, like just add them in individually. So you can leave it up to the person. That's a good point though too, because I talked to Vic earlier. I have some girls like myself who, if you told me it was a weight loss challenge, I'd be like, no thanks. So for the people that we might have that are like that, they don't need to pay to do the 8-week long challenge, right? They just have to, order their products, and then they can be in that private Telegram group. So they don't have to jump on the calls. Like, they don't have to do anything. They're just literally in Telegram because they like the accountability and the support. They're not really interested in like the actual weight loss. We're not going to promote it that way. We're not going to promote it like, hey, 8-week challenge, order your products. Oh, and by the way, it's $10. No. We're going to promote it as $10 8-week weight loss. Like, how bomb does that sound? $10 8-week weight loss challenge is what we're gonna announce it as. Now, if you have certain clients that might not get jacked up about a weight loss challenge, then I'd have the one-on-one conversation with them and just say like, hey, look, I know it's based on weight loss, and we already talked about your goals, or you filled out my wellness profile and I saw your goal was actually not to lose weight. So for you, I would recommend let's just order these products for the next 8 weeks and then just stay in the group. Like, don't worry about all the weight loss stuff. So that would be my recommendation for going that route, because I have a couple girls that are like not really into the weight loss right now. So that will just kind of be the alternative for that. So Jazzy, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say I'm excited about it because I just got one of those new scales and I tested it out on all my girls, and I had them all come over and we did their measurements, and they loved it. And I liked having like them come over, and I told them, okay, in 3 weeks we're going to meet up again, and I think this is perfect for that.
Awesome. So you've already tested it out. How long did it take you with them? First time using the scale?
Well, not that long, but we were all talking and just hanging out, so we weren't like getting to business.
Yes,
but
that's what's supposed to happen. We want that. We want the mingling and the community and the relationships, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, it's 7 p.m. Just stay over for dinner. Like, that's what we want to start to come from this. Or, oh, hey guys, I'm going grocery shopping. Does anyone want to come with me? Like, that's the community we're trying to build with this challenge. So it may seem like it's a lot more, but we're just trying to really create that, like, that red kick, right? Lock the arms together, like really have that kind of bond really closely. So does anyone else want to say anything about the challenge before I go a little bit more into detail? Anybody else?
Go for it, Robin.
Oh, I had a question. Are you guys then starting a new Telegram chat because it's the new month? And okay, because I've never done that with my little Robin group. Started over. They all seem to be ordering product pretty regularly, so I haven't like said, okay, I'm starting a brand new group if you want to be added, because what if they had ordered 2 weeks before? Then I just know that and I add them on. I don't know. I get the logistics of it.
That's a good question. So normally where the root of the idea for challenges came from was because we needed an invite to keep our clients engaged, to keep our clients ordering products, to keep our businesses going, right? So having a challenge, it's an easy invite to people. hey girl, I'm doing an online challenge. Would you be interested? Oh yeah, for sure. And it's an easy way to push some sales towards the end of the month and start a new group. The nice thing on why we were doing month-to-month groups was because people maybe that weren't ordering consistently or maybe fell off, it's kind of a nice way of getting rid of the dead weight without deleting them from a group. So that was kind of why we always did like a fresh group. And then it was kind of exciting when someone gets added. So normally we like to create a date. And again, this is like business side. We like to create a date, create all orders placed on, if we're not starting the challenge till the 4th. So we're going to say all orders placed, between the 20th and the 31st of August will be considered entry orders. Now, what does that do for us? That helps push us in the last 10 days of the month for sales, right? For volume. So that's usually why we have the date. Now, you're going to have the people that are like, I just ordered on the 19th. And you're going to say, I totally get it. You have all the way till the 31st. You're going to go through so much product in 10 days. And you're ordering for the next 8 weeks if you want to do it that way. Or you can say 4. Just re-up what you're going to need for another 4 weeks. Then you won't have to order, until the end of next month. So that's usually like kind of why we do the challenges the way we do, because keeping them like on the ends of the month helps us as distributors too. Does that kind of like answer your question? Does that help?
Yes, but what if they don't want to do the 8-week weight challenge, but they still like the accountability of doing the shakes and posting that, but they don't? So do I keep my old group for those people and the new group for just the people that want to start the weight?
I would add them in. Now, this is my opinion. You can do what you feel is best. We have a group that's male and female right now that has really no requirement to be in, and it's called 80% nutrition, 20% fitness. If you want, you can just add those people into that group so they have something. What you're talking about was what my idea was for having the Facebook group of loyal customers, because they would still have a community to go to even if they weren't moving on to the next challenge in Telegram. Do you know what I mean? So like we still had a place for them. It just wasn't as interactive because they weren't continuing to order on. Now it's up to you the way you want to do it. If you feel like, I know them, they're working on their goals, they're ordering consistently, they're a valuable contributor to the challenge group, I'm just going to move them over with it. I know that they'll keep order. Like, go for it. Like if you feel coach's heart feels good, because there's sometimes that I'm excited that there's a new challenge group because I'm like, yo, this girl hasn't ordered. Like she told me, like, I let her slide. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure all of us have those kind of moments. Like, I let her slide. Like, I let her order only 2 products instead of 4 because she told me she's going to order more on payday. She never did. I don't want to kick her out, so I'm excited the next group's going to come. She's not getting it. Like, that's usually why I like the fresh groups. But honestly, if you feel good about it and you want to keep her in there, go for it. That's why we like the little private groups, so you can start building those relationships with the people, your people a little bit stronger. So, yeah, if you feel good with it, go for it. Okay, cool. So the next thing I wanted to say was this is a new idea, and we're going to look for opinions. So put on your opinionated hat. Vic and I were talking about a way that we can reach a broader audience. Okay? How do you guys feel if we promoted the challenge, $10 for an 8-week challenge, no requirements to be on Herbalife products? Now, the people that aren't on Herbalife products, okay, think about when you see a commercial, right? And they show you, like, if you get the basic plan, and then if you get the ultimate plan, and like the basic plan looks like really crappy, there's only like 2 good things about it, and then the ultimate plan looks like, wow, it's like Disneyland on paper, like there's so much fun, good, amazing stuff about it, right? So thinking about that, we'll have like a thing where it's basically like, pay $10 not on products. You're going to get added to the Facebook group. You'll have access to the weekly content. You will get, you're in for the grand prize, and you can attend, your coach's weekly workouts. Okay. That's basically, they're in Facebook. Okay. Facebook, like over there. They're only paid $10. They didn't order any products. They're just other people that are whatever. Good so far. Now on the flip side, these are going to be people that have paid $10 and have their products for the month. They're going to get in Facebook, the weekly content. the weekly workouts with their coach, right? And they're going to be the ones that get the 24/7 coaching and Telegram, the private group chat, the week-by-week menus, the week-by-week recipes, the Zoom Cooking with Val tutorial on cooking a meal. They're going to get Zoom workouts with Jess at home and Samantha Clayton. They're going to get all this extra stuff that we're going to give them in that other group. But, you know, I'm thinking goal, like how many of you guys know people on your Facebook page, if you put, hey, I'm doing a $10 8-week challenge, they would enter in. You know, maybe they don't want to do products right now, but maybe they want to kind of see what you're all about. And let me just tell you, that first piece of paper they're going to get sent has freaking Herbalife products on the bottom. And you know that once they pay their $10 to get in, the second step they're going to do is go complete your wellness profile. So they're going to see how easy Herbalife could set them up for success with using the products. So we'll let them go in. We know they're not going to win. You're not going to win if you're not on Herbalife. Like, there's no way. There's no way you're going to get amazing results without using the products. That's just my head, right? So get them in. It could be more people that just want to kind of be in it. And if they fall off, they fall off. They paid their $10. It's going to the winners. So I like Vicky S value. So anybody else, you guys, how do you guys think about that? What do you think? What are your ideas?
That's what I was actually going to ask. Like, did they have to be on the products in order to join the challenge? Or was it, you know, just anybody could join? But I think that's a good idea.
I love it. Now, I know that Vic and I are going to get some people who are on products, but with somebody else that want to pay the $10. How are we going to handle that? Allow them to join the challenge? Okay, so this is open for discussion, right? For everybody. So anybody who has an opinion, say it. But I personally feel we could put a disclaimer on there and just say open to, I mean, we're gonna have to come up with a better phrasing, but something of like, maybe it's better if we say who it's not open to. Not open to current Herbalife clients. I don't know, something along the lines, but we'll come up with it's not open to clients already working with an Herbalife coach. Our clients will know that they're open to it, but the other people that read it would be like, oh, okay, like I can't do it because I'm not. Yeah, because I can tell you, like, it's daily that I get a Facebook message from somebody on products with somebody else asking me, telling me, I will pay you for your coaching. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that's not how it works. Like, just refer back to your coach, you know, they're in Alice or whatever. But, and I know that once we post that, we're going to start getting those messages, Vic. You know, they're the same people all the time. So
we'll come up with if you guys want to come up with a word board for your girls too, so that they can have something and we say, hey, thanks so much for our interest. You know what? Unfortunately, this challenge is not open to clients that are working with coaches outside of our organization.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's that all the time.
Okay, but what if people are like, oh, I go to this boot camp and they're doing like crazy workouts, or I do Arbonne, or I do Isogenics or whatever, and they are losing crazy weight, only it's not a real diet. It's like it's not even what we would consider healthy. And like, let's just put it out there. You know, what if they are one of our winners? Is that really what we want, is to have people doing unhealthy things to lose weight?
No, we don't. We don't want to have those kind of people at all.
Because I'm just thinking through.
Yeah, no, we need that. We need to think about this before we go out and post it, and then we're all like, "Oh my god!" But Jess, I'll have you go 1 sec. Don't lose your thing. I really don't feel like those type of people would join.
Okay.
I feel like, personally, this is from personal opinion, I'm an Herbalife distributor. If I see one of my other girls on Facebook post about an Isogenics challenge, I'm not going to go be a part of that because I know what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do that. Same thing if we see someone post about another weight loss product. I'm giving away free samples of my shake. I still wouldn't want it, even if it was free, you know? Go ahead, Jess. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, if they are, let's say you do have somebody who says, no, I really want to be included. Robin, you're my best friend. I want to support you, blah, blah, blah. Like, everything that we have them do is based on Herbalife. Like, down to the wellness profile, the workouts, everything is Herbalife. Like, thick and through. Like, all the documents that Mel pulled up, Herbalife, right at the top. All the products for protein that we recommend is like all the meats, like, and everything like that, but the bottom, Herbalife products. So if you probably won't get anybody, to be honest.
But
like,
if you did, there might be someone, because I've had someone before too who's like, oh, I really want to, I just need to finish up my Shakeology or whatever they need to finish up.
Totally.
I really think that them getting into the challenge will see how much more we offer rather than just, hey, purchase my product. They might get in it and they might be like, oh, wow, you know, like, because if you were to think about the people that you would find that are from a different product, they're probably not really working closely with a coach, because if they were, they wouldn't really be looking anywhere else besides what they're doing, right? If it's working. If it's not working for
people, how many of you guys have had people say, I just have to finish up my Shakeology?
A lot.
Yeah, because they're like, it does not taste great. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it all the time. Or I just bought a bunch of Isogenics, and I'm like, okay, like, let me know how it works for you.
No,
you know,
my favorite is, can I mix the Formula One with my protein from Costco?
Oh yeah, I got that once.
Yeah, I say, no, you're gonna drink soy milk now.
I just tell them, I'm like, wow, I don't know what you'll get with those results. However, I know with the Herbalife products, this is what I got. But
I don't know about that, but what I do know.
Yes, exactly. So, how do you guys feel about, they won't stick around for 8 weeks. Agreed, Vic. Even if you do get people that are maybe using something different. And that's the thing that's going to weed these people out, is going to be that it's 8 weeks. We're going to get a ton of people. And that's why I was like, let's make it cheap, $10. I would have paid that for some random person doing an 8-week challenge. You know what I mean? And then on top,
get people hostile at the end.
Yeah. But then even if you look, you know, if we were able to get a calendar together with all of our coaches when they're doing their own individual workout, and we can be like, you guys are all welcome to come to any of these times. Robin's at Central Park working out. Vic's at the beach working out. Jess is in the park working out. You know, Val is online working out. Like, we give everybody all these different kind of places that they can go, even if it's like, Mel's going to Gold's Gym. Who wants to go to Gold's Gym? Like, we just make ourselves available, give them content, you know, give them as much as we possibly can for 8 weeks. And if we want the local coaches, if we want to get together and do massive weighing and measuring parties and that kind of thing, we can definitely do that. If we want to plan as a group, a meal prep day, a meal prep swap, we can always get creative with those things too. But how do we think? Go ahead.
I thought, and this is just basing it off of Val and her awesome Cooking with Val videos live on Facebook. I thought about Val posting a meal that she's going to cook, and then 2 days from now, we all get online and Zoom together, and she literally walks us through step by step, like how to cook it. And then we just have a live Zoom. We can record it. Now, Val, if you're down, that would be amazing. If not, I could do it. I'm sure Mel could do it. Like, oh, Val's doing it. Okay, never mind.
No, it doesn't matter. I can totally do it. I'm laughing.
Yeah.
One get down and the other one's climbing all over me.
I thought that would be really cool because that's something we've never done before. Yeah, you have your live videos that you post, but it would give everybody the opportunity to buy the same items and cook with you. I think that would be really cool.
And I'm going to nominate Kennedy for this too. I knew you knew I was going to say it, because her cooking stuff too. And even Ken, if we just did it on Zoom, not Facebook Live, but just on Zoom.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that way we can actually, like, when we send all of our challengers, like, their welcome thing, we can literally have a calendar in there. And it can be like, you know, Mondays is Park with Mel, and Wednesdays is Beach with Vic, and Thursdays is Cooking Show with Herbalife Coach. And then each Thursday we can just rotate and somebody else can get on Zoom and really, like, get to do whatever thing they want. Because I personally know, and Nikita and Kennedy, you guys are both in the group, but there was a couple girls in our all out group were like, when's our meal prep class? And I totally was like, I do not want this to be, I thought they were just gonna watch me cook. They wanted actually, like, step by step. And if you talk to Jess, I didn't start cooking until about last year. Like, before that, it was like microwavable or whatever my mom cooked. Like, I was not me.
When you had to cook vegetarian for yourself or vegan, yeah.
Then I was buying meal prep, which was dumb. We don't talk about that. But Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And again, it's just more value to bring. And like, how fun would it be? Because I know Val, you had Velma over that one day with you, right? Making pancakes in the morning. Like, invite your girls over. Like, Kennedy, I'll come over with you. And like, we'll get to cook together. So they get to see us doing things together. Just
well, I
like,
mean,
go ahead.
If you just look, like, I just made like a simple T-chart, and you can like see like right offhand, like this one is the one where it's just Facebook only. So this is where they get, you know, I don't know why my screen is like blurry, but this one you just get like the info that Mel was showing us earlier. Like, that's it. You don't get access to Telegram. You don't get access to daily support. And that's for people who aren't on product. And then if you look at the other side, like, look how much more that they get, you know, like we could create something like this, like what is it? Not a word board, or even a word board, and just be like, well, if somebody asks you, well, what do we get if we don't, you know, order products? Okay, well, you're only going to get like this, this, and this. If you do order products, you're getting all of this other like information and like access to everything. So,
yeah. So moving forward, how we're going to be promoting the challenge. Does anybody want to rename it? I put hotter for the holidays because it's ending on October 30th. Do we want to do, like, do we want to think about it? Do we want to do just like 8-week body transformation challenge, 8-week weight loss challenge? Do we want to have something that actually says like weight loss in it? You think that might attract more people? Do we want to keep it like something like cute and sassy? Because that's usually how I go about things. So we'll
do like a back to school theme, or like a back to, I don't know, because the school just started.
Yeah, think about it. We'll post ideas in Diamond Squad. If you think of other things, we don't have to confirm the name right this second. So just if you have ideas in your head, throw them out there. And then moving forward after this, we will create some Google Docs. So you know how usually we just send that quick word board and it's like super easy. We just send a word board to somebody with a response. We're going to have a Google Doc link so that when somebody's like, hey, I'm interested in the challenge, what is it? You're just going to send them the link. And a couple of us will work on a little blurb that talks about, you know, what the 8-week transformation challenge is about. And then we'll have that T-chart that Jess just showed underneath it. So then literally you can send it to people and they will see the difference. They'll see that it is $10 for everybody. And then the choice is purchasing your product or not purchasing your product. And then I won't put on there the deadline for a product. You guys as coaches can dictate to your own clients. In my group chat, I will be putting anything purchased the 20th and after is considered challenge order. That way it'll help all of us in the group get some more volume towards the end of the month. But if you guys can post what you want in the group, if you want it from the 15th, or if you don't care, like, you know, you can do kind of what you want to do. So I'll make everybody admin on the little weight loss challenge thing. So you should be able to go in and be able to see everything on there. And then we will kind of keep working out the kinks. Right now, just the focus is going to be on getting the word out about the challenge and then getting people figuring out which one they want to do. What do they want to do? They want to do $10 no product, $10 with product. And then we'll get the Facebook page up and running and all of that. If we want to do an orientation day, we can talk about doing an orientation day, you know, maybe on like, I think the 1st is a Friday of September. Maybe we can do like a Friday night thing. We can all meet up and do something then, or we can do it individually, like whatever everybody wants to do. So everybody's good? Yes. And then again, on the building relationships that we talked about on Saturday, the best way to build relationships with people is giving them something and becoming vulnerable, right? So they can see who you are and what you do. So for everybody on this call, think about something you can contribute to the next challenge. This previous challenge, I was the only one that typed up a meal plan and did a workout. So for this next one, think about something that you want to contribute to the challenge so that way people can be like, oh my God, wow, she really posts a lot in there. And I love always when she posts her at-home workouts and her recipes. And I really want to, you know, that way people can build that relationship with you. They can come to you. The only reason people come to me about fitness is because I'm constantly posting workouts. So then they'll ask me about them. So I get to build the relationship better with them. The only reason I have people that ask me about Mel's meals is because I post about it. So whatever you're going to give into the challenge, it's allowing people to come to you for that help too. So especially I'm calling out all the moms on here because I can't contribute to a lot of things you guys can contribute to. And you guys got like superpowers on like prioritizing like how to get to the gym when you're a busy mom. Like snacks on the go, like prep I don't know how long chicken is good for. Like, how long can you prep it for? Like, stuff like that. Like, that's useful. I would use that. So, you guys can think about that stuff too. Or like, even like when Val, you post your meal prep containers, and like how many people, and Vic, you too, you post your meal prep containers, and how many people start asking about your meal prep containers, right? It's the relationship you're building because you're giving them so much. So just keep giving more, come up with a couple things you want to contribute, and then we'll talk in a couple days. We'll see who can get on a call and then plan some more things out. But as of right now, I'll get a Google Doc up and running so we can kind of look it over, and then we'll figure out a name. But I'm excited. This is going to be a lot, but I think this is going to be the best challenge yet. So,
Yeah.
okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.